Yo, what is up, boys? Welcome back. I hope you guys love survival games, because today we will cover the best, absolute most epic survival games on Roblox of 2021, and where your survival skills will be tested to the absolute limits, such as crafting weapons, tools, structures, and rare items, all to help you survive as long as possible in a large open world. And make sure to drop a like, comment below your favorite game or one I possibly missed. And I believe the first game is this way. Let's get it. Alrighty, so up first we have is a hidden gem that I had to dig deep to find. And so within Beginnings 2, you must survive and thrive in a vast open world filled with adventure. And in this giant vast world, you must gather resources, look through deep dark caves, craft weapons, and slay beasts across the land. Steadily progressing your way up to building factions of other players, build your empire, construct huge castles, and conquer the world. The choice is ultimately yours. Overall, if you crave a classic survival game, then 100% hop on Beginnings 2. Next, we have a particularly horror-based zombie game, as if surviving alone wasn't hard enough. So in this game, there are multiple maps to choose from and to begin with. Also, there are tons of different items to loot, protect, build, and craft, and ultimately build up your base with. Speaking of your base, this is something that you're going to create in the game, and where you will be trying to survive the hordes of zombies that will get progressively harder and harder as the night goes on. And you can ultimately survive alone or in a colony, which is known as a group of players. And ultimately, your main objective here is to survive as long as you can in the survival zombie apocalypse. And there are tons of badges and achievements you can get, so go ahead and give yourself a challenge. Now, some of you OG players who are survival enthusiasts might remember this one. This was based off the very first version of Booga Booga in 2018. And so the classic version I'm playing right now is the remastered version, in which unique structures and maps are generated across the land, various types of items to find and craft, resources to gather, NPCs to interact with, and so much more. And without too much explaining, if you played the very first one, then you definitely know what is up. If you haven't, then definitely give this one a go. Now, Survival 303 is the pinnacle of the Roblox survival genre. It's the classic survival game. So your goals here are to build, survive, craft, raid, and prosper in this huge new world. You can interact with other players in the game by killing them for their loot, or possibly by teaming up and teaming together. Of course, the choice is ultimately yours as the player. Thus, come join this mecca of survival in Survival 303. Alright, now we have another modern type survival game, and not only where you fight to survive, but you also fight against the undead. The lore of the story goes that this game takes place in British Columbia and its peaceful valleys, in which an outbreak has infected the population. And the very few remaining survivors are you, the players, and you must scavenge, fight, and go through intense battles with your enemies, being the players and the undead. And ultimately try and survive for this breathtaking map with phenomenal craftsmanship and generation. Now, some tips for playing this game: make sure you watch out who you trust and they don't kill you behind your back. And speaking of your back, make sure to always watch your back. Alright, boys, that is the list, but I do have one honorable mention that I highly recommend that you guys should run up. And the reason why this game is an honorable mention is because I didn't want the list to get too repetitive with these zombie survival type games. And real quick, guys, comment below if you want to see a zombie game list, because I don't think I've actually made one before, which is kind of shocking. Maybe I have, I don't know, but comment below anyways. And let's get on to the last game. And so finally, we have a recreation of one of my all-time favorites, Dead Zone. Now, this version of the game specifically is recreated from scratch and is a complete remaster of the old version, but with the same goal of having that same classical look as the original Dead Zone, if that makes sense. Now, this is one I've been playing a lot off camera personally. I absolutely love it, and the objectives are pretty straightforward, like always, and they are to survive, fight, explore, loot up, pillage other players, and slay some freaking zombies. So without further said, definitely give this boy a try. And that is it for the video this week, boys. I really hope you enjoyed the list of the best survival games. Please make sure to like, comment below a game I missed or a possible list you want in the future, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll catch you guys next week for another one. Much love. Peace out.